What's good, y'all? Today I'll be teaching you guys how to change your oil on your Mazda Miata. So today we're using a 1991 Miata. It is an NA chassis code. So first thing you want to do is always make sure to jack up your car. Make sure to use jack stands as well. I have the same thing going on the other side. So let me show you guys what tools we're going to need. So this is pretty much what you're going to need when it comes down to oil change. You're going to want to have your ratchet with the 19mm socket, a filter wrench, a breaker bar is optional but does make the job easier, an oil pan and a funnel, and of course your oil and filter. Alright, so something I like to start off with is taking off this oil cap. That'll help the oil leak out easier once you drain it. Alright, so once you get underneath the car, you're going to want to find the oil pan. So it's actually going to be this guy right here. You can tell it's it by these ridges on it, on the Mazda Miata, and right here is the drain bolt. So that's what we're going to loosen, and that's going to let all our oil come out. Alright, y'all, so remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. In this case, we're going to be pulling up to loosen it. So it's broken loose. So now we could do it with our hand. And make sure to grab that oil pan because all that oil is going to leak out right now. Alright, so now you're going to want to grab your ratchet and tighten that bad boy up. You want to make sure not to do it too tight because you don't want to strip anything. Just about there's right. Alright, now it's time to locate your oil filter. So you can find it behind the alternator, and it's that blue thing back there. You can either reach it from the bottom, how I am right now, or you can reach it from the top. Let me show you the view from the top real quick. If you want to locate it from the top, you're going to go on the passenger side of the car, right here by this manifold. And you're going to locate it right underneath. As you can see, it's that blue thing right here. Let me see if I can focus on it. There you go. It says STP on it, and you're going to turn it to the left. So let's go ahead and get it out of there. You can get your oil filter wrench for this if you think it's super tight or if it is super tight. But lucky for this one, it's not on there too bad. So you're just gonna get in here and turn to the left. Make sure you have your oil pan at the bottom because oil is gonna come out of here as well. So remember guys, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Here you go. This one barely had any oil in it. I don't even think anything came out. Alright, so I'm gonna try to show you guys how to reach it from the bottom. A little hard here with the camera in the way, but not impossible. So same thing. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Right now we're turning it to the left. And there you go. Got the oil filter out. Alright, so now you're gonna grab your new oil filter and you're gonna want to lube it up. I like putting a little bit of oil in the cap and just dipping my finger in it and putting it around the gasket. Just get it nice and lubed up. You don't need too much oil. Alright, so now let's go ahead and put that oil filter back in. You're gonna want to reach back behind the alternator again. Make sure it catches on that spindle. And go ahead and spin it. I usually like to hand tighten these. I don't really like to use the tool because sometimes it tightens it too much. So I just like to tighten it as much as I can with my hand until I can no more. Alright, so now we're done with the underneath the car portion of the video. So now we're just gonna check out our oil. It's always good to look for metal shavings or any funny business like that. This one looks okay. It's just dirty regular oil. So we're good on that part. So now we're gonna go ahead and pour our oil. So we'll be using a 530 Mobile Super semi-synthetic or synthetic blend. I know a lot of people like using 1030 especially when it's higher mileage, which I understand, but I personally like the 530, so we're gonna go ahead and pour that. Alright, so here's the dipstick. As you can see, we're just a little bit above the full line, which is that F right there, which is alright. You know, sometimes these cars burn oil, so it doesn't hurt to have a little extra. So once you're done with that, that pretty much sums up the oil change, guys. Don't forget to put that oil cap back on and take that funnel out, of course, and unjack your car.